Hello, welcome back. I'm Jay Barino. We're playing Legacy of Arkain. It's Mission 2 of Path of the Bloodclaw. Slaughter of Seawall. Let's check it out. As Carol's northern and eastern defenses are utterly destroyed by the armies of Juanor, Xue's armies run havoc across the land, setting the entire country ablaze. While Thanak whips his legions into the main bulk of Carol's armies, Gardon and Whitefield lead their forces to break any remaining resistance in Carol's exposed north. One key location to take is the city of Seawall, a city relatively close to the coastline and the supply center of the kingdom. With its fall, the fall of Carol would be inevitable, and with the help of its spies, Juanor has already been able to breach the outer defenses. I mean, I don't think Carol really ever stood a chance against Gardon. It's just now there was a reason to start the war. Sir, the Juanor dogs are ripping through our lower city. They've destroyed most of the north and are pushing into the west and east as we speak. They'll be in the upper city any moment now. This battle is not lost yet. We must do what we can to keep them from the city center. Ready all men and make sure the citizens stay in their homes. I will coordinate our defenses from the south district. The dragon scum would never have been able to even enter the city if you had not prevented my men from doing their duty, Rester. If I had let your men do their duty, as you put, there would be nobody left alive within the city to protect. Focus your wrath on the enemies at our gates, not the allies fighting against them in your side, Inquisitor. We've taken control of the northern portion of the city and are pressing into the eastern and western lower city. The main resistance comes from the upper city and the city center. Our agents claim that Lord Rester himself is organizing the defense. So, we will not only take an important city, but possibly also take out one of Dorton's most trusted advisors. Good. Tell the men to advance into the city. Leave none alive. I'm not questioning you, my liege, but is the utter destruction of the city and killing all of its inhabitants really necessary? I did not come to conquer Carol, Whitefield. I came to punish them for their crimes against Juanor. There will be no half measure. Very well, as you wish. There is something else that might warrant your attention, sir. What is it? It would appear as if the lightning elemental that was summoned by the Order of the Air has returned. I can feel its presence. Is that so? Yes, sir. If our agents are to be believed, it just appeared in the southeast and started attacking everything in sight. I had the suspicion that it's going to attack us sooner or later. It appeared right as our forces entered the city. This is no coincidence. But that's not all. It would appear as if the undead are once again in the vicinity, my Legion Master. They're hiding in the graveyard. I can feel it. They've taken books out of local libraries and stored them there. For what purpose, I do not know. That elemental, the undead. I'm seeing a pattern I do not enjoy. It might be better to deal with those, but our main focus must lie on the defenders of Carol. Order the attack, Whitefield. Let none survive. Alright, destroy the castle of the Royal Army? Whitefield's forces? Do I have a base? Elves? With the aid of its agents, Juanor has managed to invade the city of Seawall, the supply center of the entire kingdom. Taking it out would severely cripple Carol's futile attempts to resist the invasion. In order to conquer the city, Gardon must destroy the castle and the city core. I see him down there. Once again, the undead can be found in the vicinity of the battle. This time, even within the very city of Juanor is currently conquering. They seem to hide in the graveyard district, waiting for the chance to leave the city. Apparently, they also carry some knowledge with them that could prove useful to Juanor. So, the Xur Nexus is the Nexus I would be most cool with, but again, we're Gardon. And Gardon does not, does not care. So, we will kill them. Lord of Thunder. The Lightning Elemental has returned once more this time. It seems to send its legions against Juanor rather than attack itself. Its continued harassment can only be ended by taking it out yet again. It said it's attacking everything. Does that mean it's also attacking Carol? So,
why have I been summoned?
New arcane lore. So we've got,
Your Honor,
like, normal units.
what is your wish? My patience.
And then we've got Ira and Gardon. Ira has the staff now. Staff of the Guardian. It's a powerful artifact created for and given to the Guardian of the Elements. That's nice. Okay.
You call.
Well, I guess let's also read the lore while we're at it. Rester descendant of one of Carol's oldest noble bloodlines. From what I hear, he's also the brother of the dead Queen of Carol, making him Dorton's brother-in-law. The old king apparently trusts Restor a lot, enough to have him be the one who trained his brats. Killing him will deal a huge blow to Carol. Perhaps, if we're lucky, we can capture him alive and torture him a bit for information. The Carol scum deserves worse than a quick death.
I am the darkness.
I mean, we might as well just get in there. Now, it doesn't seem like I have the capability to rebuild anything. I have money. Do I have access to 2 buildings somewhere? I just can't tell because what's-his-name's buildings look exactly the same.
What is your wish?
You know what I mean?
I am honored.
Let's destroy these.
I'll do my best. Foul beast.
Let's destroy these. We're checking. Town portal probably worth picking those up before I do anything. Okay, yeah, Gardon's here. I'll move in with my other units. It's like, if I can, it looks like these might be the only structures, is this. No, not even that. It's this. Another filthy necromancer. Stun him. Another filthy necromancer appears before me. Come then, bring forth your aberrations. Carol shall be cleansed of filth like you. Your fanaticism makes you blinder than my eye condition. I see the misery it's caused. You run from your own shadow, but no more. The chase ends today with you on one of your own pyres. Right, so Dorton established the Inquisition, basically to root out any Juin spies. I don't think it was super successful, but it seems to have established this very strong faction within the kingdom itself, which is now resisting our invasion. Gardon is surrounded, so he's dead. But we can take some of them with us, I guess. Kill this guy? Okay. Oh, Gardon might live. Oh, it's one of those where they spawn units out of the structures you destroy, I think. Honestly, just having a war aura up here is hugely useful. But we probably want to take the time to actually clear this stuff out as we go. So, Gardon, we have to be careful. He's going to get stuck quite frequently. Do we want to do the optional objectives? I mean, I'm leaning towards yes. The Thunder God might be the one least likely to have to do. You did not think you would be so rid of me so easily, did you, Defiler? My allegiance will take you down, you and any who stand in our way. Yeah, so that's my cue here to say we're going to kill that guy. We just can't realistically know what the impact is going to be, so we might as well take care of it. A fountain over there would be fantastic to snag. Again, it's unclear to me if I can build more units. It's just I can't tell which are mine and which are white fields because the minimap has them so similar. There's a way...
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, so it looks like it's literally just that. That's fine. Okay. So let's go...
For the Lich King.
I mean, my units are going to get through this initial thing. We're mostly looking for enemy heroes. I feel as though our allies can break through anywhere there's not an enemy hero. So let's maybe focus on that. There's Lord Restor over there, so let's maybe turn around and focus on him. So I'm looking back to like some of the more difficult tug-of-war maps, like Betrayal is a good example. And the real key to that one is just proactively targeting enemy heroes, because then they will push the tide back like this, which is not great. I guess let's go Skellies. Okay, and he's pushing back with the lightning guys. Now, I feel like I'm just going to inevitably lose my other units, which is not good. You know what, let's go ahead and do Cursed Bolt, and then we'll start leveling up Dark Secrets, which is quite good. Where did Restor go? He might be down there. I'm just going to clean up some of this stuff, and then we're going to go and give War Aura. Hey, how did they get War Golems? Who gave them those? Okay, I feel like I gotta be really careful with my Banishers. Okay, do they even need War Aura? It's looking like they're just gonna blast through this stuff, no problem. This actually might just be a rush to finish the, this might just be a rush to finish the optional objectives before our allies win. We'll see. Which is a bit of a relief after the last one. Again, we lost, but that's okay. I don't mind losing just as long as we feel like we're learning. and it's not like a huge time sink. But Jay Barrino, you missed a tome of intelligence. That's 0.5% mana regeneration to your hero's overall power.
Yes, my friend. How may I say?
I don't know. Do you expect me to apologize when I make mistakes like that? Like, I don't know. Again, in this new age of Jay Barrino, the legacy era, I suppose, at my age, like, I just can't bring myself to
What is your
like really focus on getting better at these games. Like, I feel like I'm good enough. Sometimes it'll take additional tries, but it's just like over-optimizing additional fun out of the game in order to placate the most boring people on the planet. So, like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Chief, on that front. Now, I don't think I missed any tomes, that being said, and I am a bit of a sucker for min-maxing where appropriate. So, you know, it's fair to be frustrated at times, but also, I don't care enough to, like, go back and be like, oh, I missed one tome. One thing I'm more likely to explore is going back and trying out things that turn off Fairy Fire that result in different narrative outcomes. So, like, it's not so much that, oh, I can make a map easier. It's that, like, from a narrative perspective, it's more satisfying. That, I'm a sucker for that. Is there even anything up here? Do I need to be doing this? I noticed some structures are destructible and some are not. Is that an enemy hero? No, so I think our allies will be able to push this back. No Bone Eye, I noticed, but in the last mission we could make Blood Fangs. Oh yeah, we should get Zed. He's a strong boy.
What is your wish?
Undeterred by age. Add to my hero squad. I mean, the Zernexus is probably going to be... It's going to allow us to get some tomes, if I had to guess. They're not really building out of these structures. It's just kind of a slow grind. And truthfully, the thing is, Gardon's War Aura, we just pick a lane, and if we're just there with him, I feel like that really beefs up anything that we have going on. The elves... I'm hard-pressed to see how the elves are really... They're sending, like, the errant swordsman. I had hoped after all this time Lorene would have gotten something better going on instead of just the Ironforged elves, but oh well.
Why have I been
Maybe we do some of this,
If that is your wish.
and then we Dark Secrets here. We need to get Dark Secrets leveled up so that... Yeah, this is really only not Dark Secrets.
What is your wish?
What am I thinking? Death and Decay is really only particularly good against structures. Like, it's okay here, but I probably would be better off if she was... if she was raising skeletons that are permanent. And it's just a big old bunch of casters here. These are going to get blasted. Like, utterly blasted. Also, our allies appear to heal on our behalf, so that's really, really awesome. And we also have just defenses here. They're going to struggle to get through some of this stuff. So I'm mostly leading with my heroes, and then every so often I'm popping in with my other units. I just don't want to throw away my other units if I seemingly can't replace them. So let's head on up here. It really seems like the optional objectives are the main things here, because it looks like I have a pathway to the central castle already. And I don't think this is meant to be... Is that me? Oh, it's a skeleton. That's fine. I don't think this is really meant to be a massive challenge on the behalf of the main objective. Again, Carol is a strong nation, but against the combined might of Xuanor, I don't think it was ever really expected that it would be able to meaningfully put up a fight. That being said, there's also there's a Dorton, and what's her name? Felicia, his daughter. There's like a path for them, so I don't know. We'll see. It seems like our allies are going to beeline straight for the center. They are... Wow. Okay.
Forces are under attack. What is your wish?
So I'm thinking we're going to want to destroy some of these outlying areas. Dark Secrets, dude, because you're going to die. Is Zed dead? Zed is dead. Poor Zed. Get added. Heal your Collier. I just hear people dying. I'm like, I don't think it's me. I mean, there's a lot of death in Warcraft 3, in the fantasy genre in general. Just making sure that it's not my guys. Yeah, sure, we'll destroy all this stuff. I mean, I don't think anything's getting built out of this stuff, but it's alright. Who's that, Restor? Frankly, Restor doesn't seem like he has that much health, so I feel like he's not that big of a deal to deal with. Dark Secrets, please. Zed, hang in there, buddy. I mean, we can just resummon him. He's a freebie. Oh, what do you know? He's got Avatar. I should. I think, is that the first instance of Avatar we've seen? I shouldn't. Well, definitely not in the Prelude. I shouldn't make fun of Avatar. We haven't seen that many heroes with it here. You should have taken my offer when you still have the chance. Carol will never bow to the likes of you, Bloodclaw.
What is your wish?
Oh, it won't have to. It would be burned to the ground. Yeah, yeah, Gardon just does not care anymore. Do I really need to be focused on destroying this stuff? I don't know. That might be the only time I've ever used charge, ever. How long does it last? 15 seconds. That's risky, man. Where is, Ira? Oh, she's back here. Okay, that's fine.
What is your wish?
Okay, let's go. We're just going to keep kind of pushing down here and getting rid of this outlying stuff. It's unclear to me where the attack waves actually come from. Yeah, my allies are just going to win at this point. I'm not going to be able to accomplish any of the optional objectives. I might play this again and just try and focus on doing the optional objectives. Just sort of like running by stuff and maintaining an equilibrium. Because again, War Aura is so good. Like, so drastically good. It's 50%. Did it get nerfed? It used to be, I think, 70%. That's what alcohol will do to you, kids. I mean, if we want to get to these optional objectives, we have to kill all of this stuff along the way. So there is definitely a holdup in order to get down there. I mean, they've effectively already won, right? So I think at the beginning I was like, uh-oh, they might push through. But I am realizing now I don't need to care about that, like, at all. I just want to rush the optional objectives because... Yeah, again, I'm pretty confident that Kara was never meant to feel like a risk in any meaningful way.
I am ready.
I mean, there's a small chance I can complete one of these. If I were to pick one of them, it wouldn't be the undead, but this is where I'm at, so this is what we're going to try.
What is your wish? Our forces are under attack. How may I serve?
Wow.
For the Lich King. I am ready.
I mean, it's tempting to just restart before we even get too far in. Let's draw this stuff out because they've got that artillery in the back. Yeah, come and fight me. Okay, cool. Maybe we can use Death and Decay on some of the outlying fortifications. 33% lifesteal. Okay, yeah, the lifesteal goes up dramatically. I mean, it's a percentage base, so you want to make sure he's actually, you want to make sure that he's appropriately, doing enough damage that even 100% lifesteal matters at all.
How may I serve? Foul beast.
Oh, good, they destroyed their own, things, they destroyed their own trees. Perfect. Okay, as long as our banishers stay alive, they're not getting targeted by artillery, then we're good. Ooh, finger of something.
What is your wish?
What? It feels like my normal units are, like, substantially more sturdy. I lost... Oh, man, they targeted down my banisher in the back.
I am ready. I'll do my best.
Alright, we gotta get up to the front here. Lots of disease clouds, too. My other banisher died as well. Alright, so we just have to be more careful, and it really turns out to be quite the race against time, actually. To just go for these side objectives, I guess. They've taken the city center, fall back. Press on, pursue them to the southern district, kill them all. My liege, an army has broken into the western part of the city, approaching our position. They wear the banners of the Empire. The Empire. Curses. Redirect all our forces to the western district. Don't let them take the city. Okay, well, we lost a bunch of stuff. What is this? They broke through up here? Don't make me laugh, dude. The Empire of Rodan has been added. So can I get any of my other units back? It doesn't seem like it.
Absolutely. I swear it.
The Imperials come to take our homes once more. We will let neither them nor the Jouet scum have it. Soldiers defend the city. I must leave to inform the king of this new threat. Coward, run to Dorton, you dog. You only delay the inevitable. Okay, well, I'm a little sad that we lost our... I mean, I was sort of in a rush, and I was just trying to bomb into this. I should have expected. I saw there was another quest. So it looks like we have to get up there. So unfortunately, yeah, this is now where we kind of stand. I guess we could just use our heroes primarily. Whoa, that's a lot of guys. Oh my goodness. The Zer will defend their knowledge till the very end, even if it means opposing you. Okay, just sit back here on a hold position and let our heroes do as much as they can. I feel like the skeleton spam is working. Oh, I have a base now. I have a base now. And I still have very strong allies, I would like to point out. So let's quick save. This has been a fine start. We might be able to finish this with what we have here. At the very least, the path there is pretty much cleaned out. Though the Empire attacking is going to probably be a big deal. Are we racing the Empire, essentially? A new opponent's been revealed. The Empire. After 20 years of absence, the Imperial army has once again returned to the shores of the kingdoms. This time not to save it from the demons, but to retake its lands by force. They must be pushed out of the city so Gardon can plan his next move. So it doesn't say, like, don't let the Imperials destroy the southern... You're right. So Carol is not necessarily just a punching bag. Hello, Randis?
I must obey.
I don't think I have anything that can kill a frostworm, except Ira. She's very mysterious.
Your Honor.
My vengeance is yours.
I can't tell if the Zer is rebuilding stuff or not. Again, we have like a huge roving force of allied forces. It's unclear where they're going or what they're going to be able to accomplish, but it feels good. Let's go ahead and hotkey our production.
Ready to work.
Are there other gold mine opportunities on the map? This I don't know. Guess what? We're going to make some banishers. We're going to make bloodfangs. We're going to make dark steel golems. Quite a lot of money.
Ready to work.
My vengeance is yours.
Oh, it's... Okay, that makes sense. Gloves of Haste. We already have some on Gardon, right? They do stack, but we can go ahead and toss these like this. Ira, attack this. I think Blue might be rebuilding their defensive structures. I'm really not sure, to be honest. Oh. See, we should have gone the other way first. You live and learn. That's that knowledge.
Is someone injured?
Forces are under attack.
As you wish.
Okay, 4 blood... Oh, okay, no. I think we have enough to kill some of these guys now. What do these do? Normal damage? That's fine.
Right away.
Okay, there is a temptation maybe to start tower spamming here a little bit.
Vengeance is yours.
I'm just going to go ahead and run back with my units, my heroes rather, and we're going to build our army. We're going to maybe push down to the bottom right because they're the most irritating.
Yes,
I'm very curious to see if my allies are going to kind of keep it up or like what they're really doing at this point. I mean, they're doing a lot. It's just now we have to decide what order.
Ready for action.
Okay, come on over here. Let's rally down here because this is where we are going to be
Forces are under
The
attack.
dead shall serve.
moving out.
For the
Let's get some
least.
skeletons. Okay, I guess destroy this civilian structure. Sure. Okay, Gardon is back. We're killing children. That tracks.
Forces are under attack.
Ira, please. Oh, he's this thing is following me the whole way.
Our allies'
Here.
town is
That
under
is your
siege.
wish.
Nope. Okay.
Or word
Repair
await
me.
your command.
This better be good.
I didn't really get any catapult. I guess I can get 2 catapults. I don't think we need that many catapults because it doesn't seem like base. Well, base destruction is the main jam here. It's just there's still quite a lot of Carol stuff.
Under siege.
I guess I'm curious if the Zernexus really rebuilds or just has a set defense force. Because like the Ajara last time, they sort of just chill. Scout for me, skeleton. They don't really have any... I mean, they do have Temples of the Damned, which is where their main stuff comes from, so I shouldn't say they're not doing anything.
Yes, my friend. Is my aid required?
Do I have anything that gets me more health or more mana back? I guess her staff, right?
The restless dead await.
What are we attacking? What's being... Oh, well. Sure.
Our allies'
Um,
town is under siege.
Let's go ahead and start moving down towards, this man. Looks like we're gonna have to cross a small bridge, so that's gonna be difficult. I probably don't want my allies being killed,
What does the shadow...
so that's not looking too good up there either.
Yes, my lord. For the king.
I once again left before picking up the town portal
At
scrolls.
once. I swear it.
My patience has...
So here's the question. Do we... I mean, I have no real good way to get back up here to help.
Our allies' town is
The Empire has been unleashed. The right choice is probably going and pushing that back. The wrong choice is... I mean, I'm already positioned here, so I'm going this way. That's just the way it is.
This better be
Sire.
good. Is someone injured?
Just leave that alone for now, please.
Our allies'
I
town
am your
is under
servant.
siege.
I don't think I need catapults, truthfully, but it's all right.
My vengeance is yours.
You brought me back.
I mean, this guy isn't that big of a deal, the lightning guy. He sends some stuff.
Forces are under attack.
I mean, it goes both ways. We got guys in their base. They've got guys in our base.
My patience is what it is. Someone injured. Yes,
All right, move on in.
what it is.
I've got what is basically a full army here to fight this guy, and I need to just keep my... Let's turn off Skellies so that I can make sure I can stun him when the time is right. Now, maybe if I would have picked up the town portal scroll, I would feel a lot more comfortable, but unfortunately, that's not
Is my aid.
the hand we currently are dealt. So we are going to bomb into...
Forces are under attack.
You brought me back.
Okay, the elves pushed it back, it looks like. It looks like our allies can hold on for at least a few major Imperial pushes. And we're kind of safe. Nestled behind Carol at this point. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's quick save because this thing might be a nightmare. And then...
My aid. My patience has...
Yep, there he is. Stun him? Please, please! You gotta let her through, man. Cool. You can't defeat me, little bug. Sure. I mean, well, it's looking bad at this point. I'll be the first to admit that.
If it pleases you.
If it pleases you. How are our allies looking? They look okay. They don't look great, but they look okay. Get Zed. Here, catapult. Catapult, back up and support us a little bit. Stun him. I think we got him. We just lost a lot, right? So.
Cleanse this land.
Our forces are under attack.
Blast him.
Our hero has fallen.
Got him. Your victories are only temporary defiler. I'll return with even more legions. This is war of attrition, and I will return again and again. Now imagine if we didn't kill him. Do you think?
Command me.
Do you think that he would not come back? Of course, my Legion Master. I shall start looking for a way to do so as soon as the battle is over. What does he want? I'm growing tired of fighting this creature. We have to be ready for... Yeah, get rid of it. Okay.
Await your command.
Get Gardon back, because we can get him an Orb of Lightning.
My aid required. I am your servant.
And then we can go for Zur along the bottom. I do want to come and pick this stuff up,
The dead shall serve.
but she's holding
What must I
too
do?
much stuff. We can review at Gardon. I think Gardon has 2 open slots, so obviously she wants... We can give that to Gardon, and we can give her the robe. Let's run her back. If it pleases you. And... Okay, Imperial's got some new drip. Elves have a little more wiggle room to move, which is good. So do we go for Zur first, or maybe we allow our allies to push in a little bit? Oh, our allies are already pushed in more than a little bit. This is actually huge. I mean, as long as Whitefield can hold on, they've gutted one of the presumably 2 major Imperial areas. Yes, and then the elves are going to sweep in from behind. That's perfect. So now we're kind of back to where we were, which is we have to try to get to Zur before we run out of time. Okay, Gardon's got 2 slots, which is perfect. So we pick up these 2 things. We run this Bloodfang back here, and we go ahead and we move our units, I guess including Ira, out here. Just auto-attack in that direction. I feel like with a full army, Zur is going to fall like a joke at this point.
Call to me.
Again, we ask the question, should we be killing this stuff? I mean, the items are fine. I don't want to say that the items of this thing we just killed are somehow really, really useful. But these feel good. These types of missions do feel good. Sometimes I don't want to say it's like a break in the action. Like, it's not super duper duper hard, but it's hard enough. General Vendoir. Where, like, you have to be thoughtful about where you go when. And I still struggled a little bit here, making sure I was in the right place at the right time. But, like, just sort of reviewing my allies and being like, okay, I think they're going to live. And they did, so it's all good. Here, come over and repair this.
Our forces are under
And Gardon said it himself, we're not here to try to, like, absorb Carol. So, you know, that's... it'd be like that. Militia, yeah. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, the Carol stuff is just sort of meant to be fodder in this map, unfortunately, and it's reintroducing the Empire, which is interesting. Now, I think we have more than enough time before our allies actually properly destroy the Imperials. Okay, Whitefield's in this base. Do the elves have a hero? Where's Mina Trueshot? Where's my girl? I've been looking for her. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Don't stop. We don't need to. We don't need to do that. Let's just group up over here. Gardon, hello. Get over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, so now we're a bit on the clock, because that death ball is going to absolutely obliterate this other Imperial base. There is a full Imperial base. It'll take some time. But I feel like we are... I think we'll be okay, because we've already cleared out a lot of Zur. I like how Whitefield is just sort of handling this, and the elves are just sort of handling this, and then the actual leader of the faction is just out and about, like milling about. Oh, let's kill these people stealing books, you know? He's like, we have to kill everybody. By the way, there's a lightning guy that's kind of on my nerves. I'm going to, you know, you can do the important stuff, and I'm going to go deal with that guy.
You call.
And you're like, all right, Gardon, you know, whatever you say, buddy.
Is someone injured?
Okay, probably shouldn't just storm in there in a conga line. We can wait until some of these other units make their way up to the front. Turn off fairy fire.
Yes, my lord.
I sort of wish that they didn't start with that on.
You brought me back.
But what do I know? I'm just a piece of shit. I'm just some piece of shit. Is this guy still alive? He is. Wait, Gardon's got an orb of lightning. He can start taking shots. Oh, I've got marksman as well. That's good. How are we looking over here? Okay, I mean, they haven't even made it to the base yet. And the gutting proper has not really fully succeeded yet. So I notice my allies aren't destroying the civilian structures as I instructed them.
Yes, my friend.
I guess Whitefield did express some doubts, and I would expect no less from a normal guy. I don't want to say he's an opportunist per se, but like, you know, he joined the Iron Fist when the time was right. He didn't really have much of a choice prior to that, so. The term opportunist sort of comes with a synonymous underhandedness that I don't think Whitefield has. Dude, that Bloodfang was getting demolished. Poor guy. How dare you take these books that didn't belong to us? Cool. I mean, we can spread the love a little bit, assuming that Ira doesn't become an enemy in the last map of this whole situation.
My patience has ended.
Okay, let's go and kill these dummies. And we won. Let's just, anytime we get freed up supply, we're just going to make catapults. Rally to this guy, and then actually we want to rally to this lady. Meanwhile, Whitefield's down here just casually wiping out building by building. No, just don't let them rebuild their thing. Wait, what's our altar? Do we have a cool altar name? Altar of Colliers. Yeah. What do you mean Colliers, as if there's multiple? There can only be one. How dare you?
What does the shadow will?
Frankly, I'm insulted.
Let darkness go.
I mean, I understand there was a Juinor in the past, but this is Juinor reborn. There's one Collier. So to call it the Altar of Colliers, nah. Granaries instead of farms.
Is someone
Very exciting. Okay, so what is left to do? I mean, just wait, really.
the restless dead await?
All right, these guys are... Traitor scum, you have escaped your judgment long enough. Calling me a traitor, are we? Your dear emperor has sent you to certain death. Come and die, puppet. Let's get down here. Kill him. Bust him up. Blam. I can't wait till all my abilities are actually leveled up. It makes things substantially better. Yes, experience the human wave tactics that is Juinor. And don't try and be like, oh, he's got tactics. What does this look like to you?
The restless dead await.
What do we got over here? Oh, we probably destroyed a structure along the way. And there was a Carol unit still. So the Restor guy got away, I guess. That's happened. Well, the Empire coming in, making a bit of a splash. I notice it's all one faction this time. None of these stupid animal legions making mistakes like dummies. I'm just constantly losing. That's not true. In the first book era of the true story, you played as the different legions and you scored some wins. I shouldn't make fun of them. Typically, you don't have to destroy every farm. So just these few structures up here, and that should be it. Sounds like there's probably going to be a little talk section at the end of this, so we'll probably have a bunch of, like a lore section at the end. That's very exciting. It seems to be a persistent thing that Char's introduced since the prelude. Question is it going to be at the beginning, the end, or it's just somewhere in the middle, which is going to really maybe make the video length a bit misleading. The city is ours, but we've received word that the Imperial army has landed all over the west coast. They're swarming through Carol and southern Pyru. Grand Admiral Seawolf's ships have engaged the fleet, but I doubt that they can defeat them. So, the Empire's returned at long last, so soon after Garen's death. My liege? I wouldn't be surprised if Carol once again bent the knee before Rodan to save their own worthless skins. We cannot allow them to turn the tide. We've received news from your wife. The Kalias and the remaining commanders are defending our lands from the Imperial army. Grand Duke Thanak has ordered his men into a forced march towards Carol's capital while he himself is flying north to organize the defense. Like, is Carol really the priority at this point, dog? Secure the borders. The new threat to Juinur must be eliminated, but I have no doubts that my Legion Master is up to the task. I like how he still hasn't corrected her overly formal addressing of him. Do we know how strong the enemy forces are? According to your loyal spies, the Imperials are setting up portals at the coastline to receive constant reinforcements, supplementing the army carried by their massive fleet. Damnation, if I ever get my hands on the Emperor. Whitefield, I'm taking control of half your forces. Take the other half and the elves to support Vale in the north. I will march westward to see what I can do about the Imperials that have landed at the coast. As you command, my liege. I will depart immediately. Theodore, you sick son of a... If I find out that you had a hand in Garen's death, I will... Do not let grief consume you, my Legion Master. Justice will be done. I can see it. I also see something unexpected is going to happen. My Cavalier, a visitor has arrived at the West Gate, a noblewoman who demands to speak with you. I'm busy, soldier. Who is this woman? We don't know for certain, sir. She was accompanied by a small force of Imperial soldiers who claimed to come in peace. We've not let the soldiers come anywhere near the gate. An Imperial dares to show her face here? Do you at least have her name, soldier? Yes, sir. She claims her name is... What? Catherine Van Durs, sir. Catherine Van Durs, the oldest daughter of Reynold Van Durs. Here? Perhaps this is a chance for you, Gardon. My liege, are you all right? What did she want? Talk to me, you said? Yes, sir. She was quite, forceful about the matter. Of course she was. Woof. She may approach, soldier, but only alone. I want none of her soldiers anywhere near us, and send patrols through the entire city. Make sure that there are no spies or other agents hiding anywhere. If anyone knows about assassinations or other such things, it's Catherine. Ira, you stay here with me, just in case there's any magic involved. As my Legion Master commands. Do you truly think so lowly of her? I've killed her father, her husband, and 2 of her brothers. One can never be too careful. I think she's the oldest Van Durs? Kid? Bloodclaw, you smell more of wine than I remember. Woof. Catherine, I take it that there's an army or at least a group of assassins nearby. Don't be ridiculous. Put that sword down, you inebriated imbecile. I didn't come here to kill you. I find that hard to believe. Why? Because you butchered my father, and Flavius, and little Edward? Come on then, Cat. If you want to kill me, give it your best shot. Perhaps you'll actually succeed. Oh, Bloodclaw, your alcoholism and paranoia must have ruined that once quick mind of yours. Unlike some others here, I'm not driven by petty revenge. Furthermore, I can put 2 and 2 together. There's something amiss in the Empire. It has been for a long time. I had to take this chance to leave to come to talk with you. So, what do you want from me if you claim not to be here to kill me? I want you to go to Rodan and depose the one sitting on its throne. Ha! Ha 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 ha! You want me to go over there and get myself killed? Is that it? Come now, Cat. Surely you can do better than this. Dense drunkard. Unless the wine has killed off every single one of your brain cells, you too must have realized that Theodore's actions since your departure were very questionable. And I can tell you, it's not improved after the war. The courts claim that you betrayed the Empire and murdered all who stood with it. The Emperor's lick-spittles also claim that it was your agents who poisoned the remaining forces of the Golden Gardon Rodan, as well as many others who were once close to the Imperial family. If I had not claimed on several occasions that I was anxious to go here and get your head, I probably would be gone by now. Whoever sits on the throne believes me as driven by vengeance as, well, certain other members of my family. Of the family. Either Theodore has lost his mind, or it isn't really him. I have an offer for you, Bloodclaw. We can put an end to this before your nation is overrun. You claim that you want to work with me after everything? Do not mistake this for friendship, Bloodclaw. While we were all tricked, it was still your twisted blade that took the lives of my family. Your bloodthirst that took the life of not only my father, but the father of my children, and 2 of my beloved brothers. Oh yeah, she was married to... dumb guy. What's his name? But my father taught me that the well-being of the family and the Empire must stand above all else, even personal vendettas. And I think before I act. I understand that the one responsible for this is the one who took control of the Empire. So, what's your offer? I know of a way for you to get your army into the capital. The Imperial army has used portals to reinforce their armies, and I happen to know where you can find one of their portal scrolls. If you have a skilled enough magician, you can use the scroll along with the information I carry with me to open a portal into the capital. You would have surprise on your side, could charge into the palace and put an end to the deviant sitting on the throne. And what would happen afterwards? Without the Emperor as the driving force behind it, the invasion will find its end. And if I'm wrong, then Theodore is the one responsible for everything that happened. Well, fancy a new title, Bloodclaw? How can I know that this isn't a trap, Cat? It's your choice, Bloodclaw. If you don't believe me, I'll take the few men that are loyal to me and leave you and your nation to be overrun by the Imperial army. If you do believe me, then I'll make sure that the army remains mostly in place, planning some sort of big strike, while you attack the fortress with the portal scrolls and do what must be done. And before you get the bright idea to just kill me here and now, that would leave fanatical and ambitious officers in charge of the Imperial army without anyone to hold them back. And they would gladly become the rulers of this continent in the name of their distant emperor. The choice is yours. Gardon, you get the chance to do what I couldn't, a crusade against the one who put us against one another. This is a chance to set things right at long last, Gardon. Reynald. Tepid pause. Tepid pause! I need a few minutes to think about this, Catherine. Very well, I will wait. A few minutes? Take a few days, brother. You can use the... Yeah, talk to Catherine and Zed. Okay.
My patience has ended.
What about these guys? Do they want to talk to us? No. Okay, where's Zed?
For the Lich
Where is
King.
he? Woof. Oh. Why are there so many choices with the dog? Woof. What do you think of Ira? Please say woof to everything. Yes. It would be funny if he if he just started talking like a person. She's not changed one bit, has she? I know you're not keen on going back, but if we don't, they will attack us here. Snarl. Yes, they won't get away with this. I've not been talking to myself, Zed. My past haunts me. Whine. I know you would help me if you could, but this time you can't. Snarl. If only it was so easy. So... yeah, it's nice to see Gardon's change as a character here. Well, it's not really a change. It's like it's an evolution, right? Like, he clearly has regrets, and that was telegraphed heavily in the true story as well. You know, I've said this a couple times. It's just the 20-year time gap. It makes sense because there's a requirement to say, number one, Gardon needs to have a lineage. And number two, the Empire needs to have rebuilt and is coming back. But for all the other factions, it doesn't really seem like... If you were to just... Other than those two things I listed, it sort of feels like all the other factions, it could have been like a 4-year time gap. If even that. Right? This feels like we're being thrust headlong into... Now we're going to invade the Empire and like really address a much larger plot line that's been open for a very long time, which feels more like a continuation of the true story rather than... like a legacy story. Like the Carol War, that's a legacy story, in my opinion. It requires Gardon's lineage. It requires a Cold War to have built up over time. It's just kind of interesting to think, like, there are requirements to need a time change, but on the other hand, sometimes I'm like, in my mind, I'm pretty sure I'm just sort of pretending like this was just a few years instead of a really long time. But again, he's got kids that are all adults now, so it must have been a substantial period of time. You wish to talk to me, my Legion Master? Future. It would appear as if the first part of your vision has come to pass. Indeed it has, my Legion Master, but as I told you before, the future is ever in motion, ever changing. I still wish to hear more about the future. As you wish, I see an invasion and death. Not just any death, the death of someone very important. I cannot tell who it shall be, but whoever it is, there's more of them than meets the eye. I see. Thank you, Lady Ira. Anyways, my Legion Master. Always. Oh, always. Wouldn't it be funny, like, there's a Thanok path, while Gardon's kind of off and doing this stuff with the Empire, Thanok's path, he just conquers the entire rest of the continent. Like, he just kills everyone important in the Dominion. He takes over Rengar, takes over Carol. he just goes crazy. I wonder how many more undead we will encounter. I suspected there were several of their cells hiding in mortal lands, but within a city. The fact that they've been able to infiltrate this place only further proves that Carol is incapable of guarding their own cities, further proof that they are unworthy of your mercy. I would have thought that the Inquisition would do something about the undead as well as Joue's spies. While they have not been able to completely wipe out our agents, they've been pretty successful. The plain oversight seems suspicious to me. That's a good point, actually. I concede your point, my Legion Master. It's most troublesome indeed. It would be for the best if we wiped out any undead we encounter for the safety of Junor and its future. What about Khazardius, though? He probably wants to be the bro. Have we found anything in their library? There have been some interesting information that your soldiers are studying as we speak, but nothing to explain their presence here. I've never been to the Empire. What's it like? A grand nation the size of all kingdoms combined and more. Great cities as far as you can see. Great fields of crops on one side and massive forests on the other. It had the same dangers as the kingdoms, but far less creatures ever since the demons had driven off the continent many, many years ago. It was my home. I had every intention to come back when I left, but back then I never would have expected to return under such circumstances. Forgive me, my Legion Master. I did not mean to. Don't trouble yourself, Lady Ira. Your demons. Long. Catherine? This woman and her disrespect for you. If she was anyone else, I would have suggested to have her flogged for her insolence. I'm responsible for the deaths of her father and two of her brothers. A lack of respect is the least to be expected. Many others would not have tried to talk to me, but try to kill me instead. Tell me, Ira, you can see the future. Do you see any treachery coming from her? None. I doubt that she's hiding anything from you. She means it. She offers you a unique chance. Next move. If you were in my position, Lady Ira, what would you do? Continue to fight against Carol while fighting off the Empire, or start the counter-invasion? My Legion Master, do you remember the tragedy of Duke Valerian the Tyrant? I'm well acquainted with his crusade, and I met some of his daughters. Duke Redfist and his followers were forged by their grief and anger. They became one of the most powerful armies ever fielded by mankind. They were a threat for all that opposed them, and yet despite all their power, they became blind to their surroundings. The Duke and his armies were defeated, not by brute force, no. I have a bit of a different memory of the brute force used. It was their own anger that consumed them before it had been unleashed on many that did not deserve it. They forced their enemies to work together against them. Furthermore, they were ignoring the events around them. If they had been able to refocus their attention, if they had unleashed their great power on the demons, the Second Void War might have ended very differently. I remember having dreams about it. So what are you saying is that if I do not get my priorities straight, I might suffer the same fate as Duke Redfist? It is, at the very least possible, my Legion Master. There is, however, no question in my mind that you will make the right choice, no matter what it will be. She doesn't seem like she's manipulative, except to be like, you should definitely kill all the undead, which I don't necessarily disagree with. This creature is getting troublesome. If it keeps coming back, we'll have to find a permanent solution to be rid of him. I concur. These elementals seem to come back no matter how many times they fall. I'm working on a solution, my Legion Master. I'm certain that there is a way. Good. I don't know why he keeps following me. Is it really just because of the Order of Lightning? It keeps complaining about the things that were taken from it. That makes it pretty obvious, does it not? Bah, I just find a way to destroy it. Gladly. Ghosts? We talked about ghosts before. Of course, my Legion Master. It seems to be getting worse ever since Garen's death. They are all coming back to haunt me, one by one. I'm sorry to hear that. I can sympathize. I'll gladly try to comfort my Legion Master in any way I can, whenever and wherever you need me. Again, clean your face up first, then we'll talk. You mentioned that you too were haunted by the past. I see that my Legion Master remembers, but I doubt that it would be of any interest. I wouldn't ask you if you didn't want to know, if I didn't want to know. I know what it feels like to have the blood of your own kin on your hands. I've sinned. Forgive me, I have never talked about it before. I killed my own brother. Tepid pause. I would understand if my Legion Master thought less of me because of this. I'm in no position to judge you in that regard. What happened? It's complicated. To summarize it, there were disagreements in the family. He had his own ambitions that would have consequences, and I, at the time, I saw no other option than, well... Have you regretted it ever since? No, not at all. That is what makes it even worse, you see. For a long time I believed that I had made the right choice, that he had been a danger to not just me, but the entire family. But eventually it dawned upon me. I had spilled the blood of my own kin without thinking. Kinda sounds like you did think about it, but alright. All the justifications I had made were just trying to cover up the fact that I had committed a sin. I could have tried to talk to him, but I did not. I picked the easy path because it was the first I could think of. It haunts me to this day. I don't know who thinks murder is the easy path. But alright, lady. I'm sorry to hear that, and thank you for opening up to me, Lady Ira. Tell me, how did you recover? I didn't, truth be told. I'm trying to pay the price for my sins by serving my Legion Master with as much fervor as possible, hoping that one day I'll have the chance to redeem myself. But, well, sometimes redemption's impossible. I see. My Legion Master, do not put your own actions next to mine, I beg of you. You haven't murdered in cold blood like I have. You certainly did not do it because it was easy. You had no other options left. I had. A simple dialogue could have fixed it all. One attempt of a last talk. I never even tried. Tepid pause. Oh, it's even better. It's hitting him hard. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me, my Legion Master. Sincerely, while it does not change the past, it feels surprisingly liberated to talk about it with you. I appreciate you telling me this, Lady Ira. I feel like I'm starting to understand you. Your secret is safe with me. Is there anything else you needed from me? Thanks for all your deep, dark secrets, lady. I mean, it's funny because, you know, if you don't recall, Gardon had the benefit of a last talk and refused it. So she's like, oh, don't compare yourself to me. I never even tried to talk. And Gardon's like, I did talk and I still said no.
For the Lich King.
Bloodclaw. About you. Tell me, Cat. You know, Bloodclaw, when Edward was but a baby and I was still a child, I was allowed to carry him sometimes. I carried little Ed through our estate, whenever I was able to. Now his blood is on your hands, and not just his. Do you really think it's appropriate to call me Cat, as if we're friends? Tepid pause. Now then, what is it, Bloodclaw? Bah, never mind. Forget it. I'm surprised that you want to work with me now after everything that's happened. A long time ago, you and I used to work together, Bloodclaw. I still fondly remember those days, and don't think that I've forgotten who has taken the lives of my family, Bloodclaw. But it's as I said, my father taught me, and the well-being of family and the Empire must stand above all else, even personal vendettas. If only you had taken that lesson by heart. I was never part of your family, Cat. Tell yourself that if it helps you sleep at night, Bloodclaw. Judging from the smell, I doubt that it does. Edward admired you, that you had remained loyal to the Empire and the Emperor, despite all the hardships you had to face. Flavius had even asked Father to adopt you when he was a child. Excited pause. Father would never admitted it, but he looked after you, even when you had started to walk a path that stood in opposition to everything he ever believed in. You're making this up. Keep telling yourself that, Bloodclaw. Hey, tell me about my own advisor that you just met. So who's that woman, Bloodclaw? A necromancer in my service. Why do you care? Really? That's it? Just another necromancer? She worships the very ground you stand on, Bloodclaw. I find it hard to believe that you had not noticed. Her calling you Legion Master all the time is quite interesting. Is she your mistress? Don't be ridiculous. She has blood on her face. Oh, yes, I just remembered. The Emperor claimed that you had taken the new Queen of Elves as your mistress. Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Bloodclaw? Tepid pause. I suppose that you can have several mistresses. You seem to have inherited that from your father. I wonder if your offspring will... Careful, Cat. Don't cross that line. Well, one of them's dead, so he doesn't got to worry about it. What's happened to Theodore? Your guess is as good as mine, Bloodclaw. One thing is for certain. The Theodore who made you a general and the one now running the country are not one and the same. He appears far less public or at court and lets his close advisors deal with matters in his name. And those advisors are not the ones you knew. Most have been replaced. Competence has been replaced with blind loyalty. Too real? Too real? How are you still in office? Claiming that you were after me was enough to keep you out of sight? When things started to become suspicious, I made sure that I was in no position high enough to make me a target. An heir of the Van Durst name, I did not need any further titles and ranks. It has proven to be the correct decision. How are things in the Empire? Our Emperor has taken a back seat in the running of the state. The Empire is still a force to be reckoned with, but there's been a certain stagnation. The decision to wait so long before sending another expedition to the kingdoms has been questioned for a long time, until the people who asked those questions started to disappear. Has there been no movement against this? I cannot imagine the nobles of Rodan letting themselves be silenced like that. Oh, there is opposition, but mostly on the silent side. With so many having left for the kingdoms, it was difficult to find anybody to rally behind, or rather, finding anyone in a position of power who was not too fat, lazy, or decadent to do anything about it. There have been some uprisings, but they were dealt with rather bloodily, making the others stay their hands. If you are to succeed, many will flock to your banners if Theodore is dead. What will happen to the Empire once Theodore has been dethroned? Does he have children? No, since his only children met such an unfortunate end. Wait, what? His children? Unfortunate end? You mean... that was also a lie, then? What are you talking about? Did the Emperor claim that I killed his... Wait, Renova? She was with child? She did not appear to be pregnant. As far as I know, they must have been born before you killed Renova. The Emperor had claimed to be heartbroken about this and justified his usual absence with the news of their deaths. We were told you had killed the infants with your own hands. I think Rahandir's got him right now? Or I don't know, now, 20 years ago, also now? But that means the children are still out there somewhere. Where did they go? A good question indeed, one that warrants attention. But Theodore and the Elven Queen were never married, only betrothed, so their claim to the throne is just as shaky as yours, if they're even still alive. So, that is what this is truly about then. You want the throne for yourself. No, I know you better than this, unless you too have changed. I could not care less for the throne. I've dedicated my life to serving the Empire, Bloodclaw. While I can never forget what you did, if you were the one to save the Empire from whoever currently sits on the throne, you have my support to take it for yourself. You've already proven that you can run a nation. I mean, she's just insulted him for being a drunk this, however long she's been here, so I don't know if she means that. Have you met with Richard and the others? I fail to see how that's any of concern to you. Your lack of cooperation when it comes to answering questions makes trusting your intentions difficult, Cat. Don't tell me you haven't been watching them in their exile, Bloodclaw. You're smarter than that. I've been informed about their actions every now and then. Lack of actions, you mean. You know, then. Catherine, I want you to know that I did not enjoy it. I would have much preferred it if there had been a different way. You were offered a different way! There was, Bloodclaw. You and Father were just too blind to see it, too thick-headed, too self-righteous, too hurt to accept it. You're both to blame for what happened. You two screamed of justice so loudly that you could no longer listen to the voice of reason. Still, I appreciate the sentiment even if it seems a bit empty when I think of the empty quarters of my family. We used to be on good terms back in the day, you and I. You never looked down on me and my methods. I still remember the day when the young and ambitious Gardon first entered my office. He's very different from the Bloodclaw I see in front of me today. But I still see the similarities. A word of advice. Do something about your drinking problem. It dulls your senses, and you used to be such a quick thinker. All right, make the decision. I've made my decision, Catherine. Very well, then. Speak. I will return to Rodan. I will take that portal scroll and attack the capital. Theodore, or whoever sits on the throne now, will be put down. Bloodclaw, if Theodore turns out to not be responsible for everything, and if he's still alive, do you promise to return him to power? That bit pause. I cannot make such a promise. I must know the truth first, the truth about everything. Very well. I'm not as religious as Father, but I pray that you will do the right thing. I will do what I can to keep the Imperial army here as passive as possible and buy you as much time as I can. The fate of the Empire lies in your hands. Now then, for the details to get you to Rodan. Very exciting. We're talking about going across the sea and seeing a nation that's not really been explored in Legends of Arkain. Everything's just been on Arkain. But if we're going over to Rodan, there's a whole plot line that is opened up there. I mean, with Tregok being the Emperor currently, Gardon's getting involved in something that Reynold wanted to do a while ago. So it's interesting to see now that even though the consequences of that have come to pass, Gardon still has the chance to go and fulfill those wishes. Also, there's this implication that Reynold can be brought back to life or something. He's just in an ice cube. So, I don't know. There's an opportunity here for conversations that didn't happen, though. I don't know how I feel about the potential of bringing Reynold back to life. I don't know. I felt like the whole talk failing, especially now that that's been such a focus here at the end of this last mission with talking to both Ira and Catherine. That's so core that I would hate to feel like it can be undone if Reynold is brought back to life and then Gardon's like, hey, we're chill now. Sorry, I made a mistake, but you're alive and everything's fine. Like, I doubt that's how the conversation would go, but still, it feels like you're sort of undoing what is potentially the most pivotal moment for Gardon up until this point. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the plan is, but that's it's interesting to consider. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.